when I found out that the song was getting cut, I called her and I was like, ah! And she was like, oh my God. Like the two of us were just crying. Like literally some guy walking down the street with no shoes or no shirt. And it's like, hey, how you going? No one gets into the music industry to make money.
Yeah.
Like we're all in it because we love music, we love making music, we want to be a part of it somehow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you have high functioning anxiety?
Yes.
Oh, hi, what's up?
Oh, I think that's all of us.
Honestly.
Wait, that's not a thing to high five, guys.
It's like, yay!
Such a bad thing to high five. One, two, set.
All right.
Hey everybody, welcome to SHTV, and we're on the second episode of Second Date. We're here with Chymes.
Hi.
We're here with Siu Pujangnim, and
Hello.
we're here in the really nice Habitat Studios. So thank you, Grant, for letting us use your room. We also have really cool food from
Miss Sina
Miss.
in Nagville.
Ah, okay.
Vegan
so in
bakery.
Sydney, vegan bakery, really, really cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. We're going to talk about her music, and we're going to talk about writing in Korea. Yeah.
Running in Korea, life in Korea.
Yep, exactly. So we're here, but before that, we need to congratulate you because you just released your UFO remix.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrial
like an alternate
version. Yeah, featuring
Pretty
Yuha.
cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so firstly, like, congrats. And secondly,
Thank
how
you.
did that happen?
I had just, so I'm signed to a record label.
Yeah.
Who's the
And
record label?
Network Music Group.
I heard of them, yeah.
They're based in America. And we were just talking about like, you know, how can we, you know, get the most out of these songs because like collectively, like for myself and my team, we all really love the songs that are coming out for this EP.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's always a discussion about like, you know, how can we make the most out of it? So we were talking about features and like exploring different options and who would be the best fit. And I had come across Yuha's Instagram page and I was like, she's literally so cool. What the hell? I was like, what the freak? She's so awesome. She's got like such a good voice. I checked out all her music. She's just awesome. I was like, damn, she's like the perfect fit. So yeah, shared it with my team and then we linked it up that way. And she was so quick as well. Like we had sent her the track and she had sent something back within like a week or two, like with vocals done, everything. I was like, oh, like she fully came in and just like slayed straight away and like really quick. I was like, fuck, it was meant to be. It felt like, so yeah, it was very
really cool.
natural in that way.
Yeah, and then so before that, you hadn't met her.
No, so it was all online.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I was in Korea recently, I met up with her. So yeah.
Before your trip.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so then how was it like meeting her for the first time? Because like you sort of like know each other quite a bit because you know writing music is quite, I guess, a vulnerable thing. But like doing that online, and then when you meet her for the first time, you're like, oh, it's you, your voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Honestly, it was super easy and super natural. Like she's awesome. It was funny. The first thing she said to me when we met, she was like, oh, like your song is so savage, but you're so sweet. And I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was honestly super easy. We just went to the rooftop of the apartment I was staying in and just filmed some cute videos together and we laughed the whole time.
That's good.
We just got along really well. So when I go back, I'm definitely gonna meet up with her and just, you know, hang out.
Oh, that's fun. I feel like that's always like the best when it's like you're making music, but then it's not like you're just like good, I guess, work mates, but like you get along actually. I feel like the songs are better.
Yeah. Definitely.
Wait, so you guys spoke English, Korean? You know a bit of Korean?
I know a little bit of Korean. I've been learning for like on and off for like 2.5 years, but I am a very, very slow learner. So
You're probably better than me though.
I don't know.
I mean, he's Korean, so.
I know.
Yeah.
So obviously he's not included in this. But yeah, it's like it's extremely difficult language, but I'm really just learning it for fun because
Writing.
Pardon?
The writing.
Well, yeah, I'd love to write lyrics in Korean one day, but it's not really needed right now. Like people really want demos in English. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, like a fun challenge. Like I really feel my brain working. And like when you leave school or university, you don't actually learn ever again.
That's actually true.
And so like I am like have to study and do homework and I'm like literally my brain is like I feel the cogs in my brain turning when I have my lessons. But no, when I met up with Yuha, she speaks great English.
Oh, yeah.
We spoke a little bit of Korean, but
yeah.
it's difficult for me because they speak really fast.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm the same.
It's like, blah, 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 and I'm like,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
I don't know what you just said.
잠시만요.
Yeah, I'm like,
잠깐만.
천천히 말해주세요. 천천히. Yeah,
That's when he comes into the picture.
yeah. Need a
But even then,
translator.
when Koreans speak fast, I struggle to kind of keep up, and I was
Really?
just say, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
천천히.
yeah. Or you just go, oh, 혹시 영어 있어요?
Yeah, sometimes I have to offer that option.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Because if they speak too fast, because like, I am somewhat fluent, but like, I'm not entirely fluent because I'm
Yeah.
raised in Australia and New Zealand. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the hardest is like the slang,
Oh, yeah.
because it's like,
There's
You learn
always
the
new slang.
language,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
but
always
then-
new slang.
yeah.
It's like there's
Yeah.
been so many times when like in my lesson, because I have a Korean teacher, she's in Incheon, so we just do it online. But there's so many times where like we'll learn something and then when we're wrapping it up, she's like, so yeah, but that's actually not what they say. Like they say this instead. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why did we learn
After
all
you
that?
finish the lesson.
Yeah, literally. So she teaches me like
Yeah.
properly with like, you know, the grammar and all of that and like the correct way to say things.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then also she will say, but it's more natural to say this and people actually say that. So yeah, there's a lot of that. It's the
Makes
same
sense.
in like with Australian slang too. Like
Yeah.
people
always new
learn
ones,
English
yeah.
and then they come here and we're like, oh, let's go down to the fucking servo, the Savo, and they're like, what the
servo?
fuck?
What is servo?
Servo? You don't know what that
No,
is?
not me, but the
Oh my
concept.
god, I was about to be like, bro, how are you Australian?
No.
Oh my
No,
god.
no. Yeah, I feel like people who come in, it's like, okay, avocado,
Yeah.
afternoon,
No,
like that
and then
sort of
it's
thing.
like, no, that's avo.
Yeah, it's like avo or afternoon. Afternoon, yeah. Okay, what do you find is like the biggest like difference, like culture, like not culture shock maybe, but like the difference?
I think in general, like Australians are just really relaxed about everything and they don't care like about anything. And like, you know, like it's not uncommon to see like some guy walking down the street with no shoes or no shirt. And it's like, hey, how you going? Like
Yeah.
people are just so relaxed.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that. Like Australian lifestyle's very relaxed. Whereas I think in Korea, people care a lot more about like their appearance and their manners and things like that, which I really appreciate. You know, at least that's how it looks on the outside.
Yeah.
As a, you know, foreigner visiting.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, it just feels like things are just very relaxed here.
Well,
Good or bad.
on that note though, like Koreans inside they're very angry. So speaking from experience, we have to hold our anger in here. Okay, we're very angry people in some
Oh.
sense. Once you get to know Korean a bit more, you'll understand. Yeah, deep down we're pretty angry.
Is that why you have kimchi with every food, every meal? Hot
Probably.
sauce.
No,
I remember telling my Korean teacher, she had said to me, oh, do you have kimchi in Australia? And I was like, yeah. Like we have like Korean supermarkets and stuff, like corner stores. But usually the kimchi like in Woolworths, for example, isn't super authentic. And so I had like looked it up during our lesson. Like I went on the Woolies website and she was like, where is it made? And I was like, it says it's made in Poland. And she was like, what? She was like so like unhappy that it was made somewhere other than Korea. Yeah, really random. I was like, but anyway, I've never had kimchi that's been as nice as it has been in Korea, obviously.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I think it's the same to me. I really think I just like okay, no, because Koreans make it here as well, and they sell it in the market. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the same. Like it's just
Yeah, I think it depends on who makes it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It really depends on who makes it
Yeah.
because everyone has a different recipe. It's
Yeah.
just
True.
it's a chaotic recipe. It's like you can add your own thing. You can add so much
Yeah,
to it.
I really want to
Everyone
make
has
it
different-
myself. I've seen a lot of videos, you know, you peel back the leaves and you add
But
in
you need
your
those big these big
Yeah,
containers.
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how you do it. You have to have those big containers,
Yeah, yeah.
or there's no point.
Yep.
So, yeah.
One thing that did surprise me when I went in October to Korea was I went to like a local grocery store, just like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little corner store, to get some like fruit and veg, and I saw a pineapple
Oh.
that was $15.
Yeah.
But I'm like a pineapple in Australia is $2,
Mm.
a full pineapple.
Yeah.
Good cheap one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really
Yeah,
surprising.
it's true. The fresh fruit there.
Mm.
Yeah. Wait, October. So was that when I met you for the first time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. How'd you guys meet though?
Oh,
Yeah.
So we met through a mutual friend
Yeah.
who I met through a mutual friend. So it was really random. Like,
Yeah.
because when I first went in October, I was by
yeah.
myself and
Yeah.
was like, felt very alone. I was like Instagram friends with this guy and I was telling him how I was going to Korea and he was like, oh, I have a friend who's there at the same time. You should link up. So he
Yeah.
connected us on Instagram and then she and I just organized to meet up. We just hit it off and then you came that same
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
So
that's the first time you met her as well?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh.
So like
that's
the
so
three of
funny.
us,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
we're
Alexandra.
Yeah.
Shout out Alexandra, wherever you are.
shout out.
And she's from LA.
Yeah.
She was there on a holiday.
I know.
And then I was like, wait, I'm here as well. Okay, so we hung out a few times. And then she messaged me about, oh, I know this girl because you know, music and stuff. Like, oh, like quite similar. I said, okay, let's all hang out. And then we did. And then what did we do? We went to...
So she and I met, we went to a museum.
Yeah.
Or like a gallery. And then after
Cafe.
that, we went to a cafe.
Yeah.
And then we just walked the streets, did
Yeah.
photo booth.
Photo booth.
Yeah.
And then I had to rush off because I was late for something.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Did you guys go to like raw coffee or something?
No, we went to... I forgot where we went
It
to.
was like a pastry kind of
Yeah.
place.
I remember we had like this big cookies.
Yeah.
Like big cookie, and then it was like matcha or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah. I
remember.
think I got a matcha latte.
Yeah, but that was crazy. So that time was like last year, and then since then you've been like writing a lot, and
Yes.
also a lot more in like K-pop world, and you also had your first official release cut
Yeah.
with Vivi Up.
Yeah.
Okay, the song is called Ain't Nobody, right? But
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel that being out? Because you obviously didn't work on it like the week before the song came out, but you knew for a while, and then it came out. How was that?
Yeah, so I wrote
feeling?
it in April.
Oh,
Yeah.
Recent.
It happened very
Quite recent,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah. Which apparently I've heard is
Yeah.
like quite rare for
Yeah.
it to be a quick turnaround like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels amazing. I
Yeah.
literally cried and I got myself so worked up about it that I gave myself a headache and like
I
needed
get
to
it.
like rest for 2 days afterwards because I was so
I'm
hyped.
blown.
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to record some backing vocals.
Oh, so you're actually on
as
it?
well. So my vocals are actually on the track as well.
Yes.
I need to listen to it again. And
Yeah,
like,
if you
okay.
listen with headphones.
Where's Chymes?
Yeah. So it's like harmonies and doubles in the background, and it's like panned nicely. So
I have to listen to it again.
yeah. So yeah, it was like just the most amazing experience of my life, and I literally cried. So I was so excited and happy. I knew that when we wrote the song, it was special.
Yep.
And after like we had finished the demo, like done, like recorded the final vocals and mixed it and whatever, and then sent it to the producer, me and my co-writer Stella were like, this song is special.
Yeah.
And I literally wrote to her, and I screenshot it because I went and found it. I wrote like, "Dear universe, please let this song get cut." And so I literally manifested it.
Yeah.
And the girls, the Vivi Up girls, totally killed it.
Yeah.
Their vocals are awesome. I got to hear their vocals in the file
Oh.
while I was recording.
Yeah.
And like they're so talented, and their vocals are awesome. I
Yeah,
literally like, I was just like, the whole thing is so beautiful and magical.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you meet them?
No.
Or no?
No.
Oh,
I hope I can meet them when I go back. I don't know what I would say.
It'll be like, oh my
Oh my god! No, that's gonna be me.
Oh, yeah,
That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, oh, can I get your autograph?
Yeah. Sign to seal.
Yeah. So
oh, what you do, you get a shirt, you sign it,
Oh.
and then you keep it, and then you sell it.
no, I would
No,
never
get
do
it.
that. No, but
You have to frame it up.
Frame it.
no,
At least frame
seriously.
it.
How many girls are there in that group? I
4.
can't remember. 4. I thought it was 5. 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also performed it on Arirang. I saw that. Is
On
it?
what?
Is how you pronounce it? Arirang? No. That TV show.
I did on
Oh.
TV.
Arirang.
I don't know. They've done a couple of TV
Oh, okay.
performances.
One of them. I saw that at the TV performance. I was like, oh,
I know.
how did that feel?
I cried.
Yeah.
I literally cried about literally everything. I am very emotional.
No, that's good. That's good.
Oh, what
I-
did your parents think about it? Your family, what did they think about when they saw it? Did you watch it with them?
No, so I wasn't home with my parents.
Yeah.
But they FaceTimed me afterwards,
yeah.
and my mum was crying, and I was crying, just because like she
Yeah.
knows how hard I've worked. It was just very emotional. My mum is like amazing and supports me with everything. She makes me feel like I can do anything, and she has like just been so supportive. So when I found out that the song was getting cut, I called her and I was like, ah! And she was like, oh my God, like the two of us were just crying. Like literally, really, honestly, it was like that. Yeah, very magical experience.
I like that because, you know, as artists, then we can just focus on making like good art and just making that strong. And then whatever happens after that, it's like, we don't really, it's out of our control, but we know we made something good.
Yeah.
Or we hope we made something good. And then once it's out, it's like, okay, you know, let everyone decide where this goes. That's kind of like, I think the beauty of it, of like, we're creating, but we're not really, you know, don't have really that, you know, it has to hit this, has to hit that person, has to hit this number. But if we think that, okay, let's make the good art and then let everything else follow, I think that's a cool place to be.
Yeah, and I think that's like the best way to look at it as well. Like, you know, obviously it would be great to be rich and make lots of money, but like no one gets into the music industry to make money.
Yeah.
Like we're all in it because we love music, we love making music, we want to be a part of it somehow.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, that's like probably the number one thing I focus on is like, I just love making music. I love writing music. I love the creation process. You know, I really feel like when I write a song, the song already exists somewhere and I'm just like trying to find it.
Yeah, trying to like, it's there.
It's here.
Dig it out.
It's up in the universe or wherever, and it's just then I feel like I'm the one who finds it, if that makes sense. Yeah, and like, what the frick, that's so cool and magical. And also, music is like the number one universal language. You don't have to know what the heck the lyrics are.
Yeah, it's true.
You can love music from any genre, from any person, from any country, and like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, until you find out, you read translate the lyrics, you're like, oh, that's not what I want. Oh, but okay.
yeah. Then you're like, I'll just pretend I didn't read that.
It's like a lot of like songs when we listened to it as a child, like, and it's like, now you listen back, like, oh, wait.
I was 5 and I was singing those lyrics.
It's like, wait, that's not a,
Yeah.
That's not PG.
Yeah, totally.
But about the process of writing, because you've written a lot of songs for yourself and other people and released a lot of songs for yourself. What's that process like? Lyrics first? Music first?
So when I'm writing for myself, I usually will find like a sample. So usually I love bass, like starting with a bass.
That comes out in the music a lot.
Yeah.
And I love it. It always sounds so tight, the bass and the drums.
Oh, good. Yeah, so I usually start with bass and I like to write to a bass line as opposed to chords because melodically you can imply so many different chords with just the bass notes and the melody, whereas chords can sometimes restrict you. I feel like anyway. So usually it's like bass and a beat.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
And if I don't find like a sample or something, then I'll work with my producer to be like, something like this or whatever, because I can't play bass, or we'll like whip out the keyboard, like the synth, and then come up with something. Usually start with that and then melody first. But I usually do have a lyric concept, like when I'm writing for the Chymes artist project, with all the songs that are coming out, I started with all those titles.
Oh, title first, concept first. Oh, I like
Concept
that actually.
First, yeah.
I think that's really cool because it kind of, you look like you're deep in thought.
No, just,
Mind blown.
No, it's working. Like, you know, a little monkey on my bicycle. It's like, but instead of on a bicycle, it's pushing gears. It's like,
Yes.
But
that's cool.
You use the title first.
Yeah, like I like a concept. Like so, I had.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, okay.
Yeah.
That's so different. Oh, like it's in a way like a topic first, basically. So I gotta see it that way. Yeah.
So like the overarching concept is. And like it hasn't really been officially announced, but it will be in a couple weeks. My EP, the title is Alien, and it's cool. Like that was like the overarching concept. So I had UFO, I had Sweet, and I had the next one is Voodoo Doll. Then after that is Celestial, then Sour. So I have a song called Sweet and one called Sour.
Oh, that's smart. That's clever. That's actually clever. Creativity, that's clever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but like the overarching concept is like this space theme, which really just is like, you know, for me, I feel like I got to a point in my life where I'm like, you know what, I'm fucking weird and I might as well embrace it. And like my whole life I've felt totally so on a different planet to literally everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
And like growing up in school, like I was such a weirdo and didn't know why. And like obviously you spend your whole life learning about yourself and understanding yourself. And I just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm an alien and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I should embrace that about myself.
But
And
what were you different from in school? Like, what was different about you and the normal other kids?
lots of things. I really struggled socially. I really struggled with friendships. I was very, not so much these days, but I was a very black and white kind of person. Everybody, you know, when they got to the age of like drinking and smoking and doing drugs, I was like, oh, how could you do that? What the hell? Very strong sense of justice and a very strong moral compass. And
You knew what you wanted.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
just was like weird. Like I've interacted with people in a strange way that I didn't know I was at the time. And
For example, I actually want to imagine this.
I don't know how to describe it. But like it's just like if you know, I'm sure you guys know when you went to school, there was always that one kid that was like, oh yeah, they're nice. It's strange, but they're really nice.
Did you just like look at them like just
That
like
was me.
45-degree angle? Like, you just, like
I just also I found it really hard to relate to people. I just thought so differently about everything. I also really struggled academically. I was terrible at maths and science. I loved science, but I fucking had no idea what was going on. I love learning about it. I'm still really into science and space, evidently.
Yeah.
Wait, astrology? No, that's not. What is it?
No,
Yeah, astrology is still spacey.
Yeah, astrology, astronomy.
It's
all
the stars.
Astro stuff.
Oh, sorry. What's the astronomy? Is it astrology or astronomy?
Astrology is
think
the
they're-
star sign.
Study of.
Astronomy is the
Yeah, astronomy. Yes, you're right.
planets stuff.
Yeah, sorry, astronomy. Sorry, okay.
All of the above.
Yeah.
I love it all.
Yeah.
But because maths and science are related,
Yeah.
straight over my head.
Yeah. But
So
that,
very. So you. Oh wait. Would you think yourself as a logical person, or because if you're bad at maths, would you see things differently?
I'm a creative person.
Creative person. Okay.
So yeah, I loved art and I loved drama, you know, all of that stuff. I actually also really liked English.
It's definitely creative.
And I kept
Yeah.
up relatively well in English.
Yeah.
But I just like really struggled with my focus and like overall struggled academically. I really wanted to drop out, but my mum was like, no. And I'm glad I didn't because it was good for me to be like, no, I'm going to see this through to the end. What happens, you know, with my results doesn't matter.
Yeah. But I think that's what makes you an artist though. It's like, we can't be normal.
Yeah,
If not, everyone could do it.
totally.
But then it's also like not our choice. It's like, we're just who we are.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just funny because it's like, then these are the people like that are different and they end up like different, because, and then we end up making art and then, oh, okay, that's makes sense now. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you know, you do something like normal, which is fine, nothing wrong with that. But I think being different, then that sort of feeds into like, okay, now we're doing artist stuff. Now we're making songs, which is, I think, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah. Okay, you know what's funny? Like you mentioned like people like, maybe you mentioned to you, like, oh, like she's different. But then I feel like, I don't know if, because I did school in Asia, so in Singapore. So it's like, I don't know if I didn't hear that because no one dared to say that to me because I was like, oh yeah, like they tell each other that, but they don't tell me that. So it's oh yeah.
Well, it was more like, it was not really that anybody said anything to me.
Yeah.
It was just, I knew.
Ah.
Like
yeah.
I'm very intuitive in that way. Like
Yeah.
because I've grown up feeling very like I'm on the outside. I have learned a lot to read people and like figure out like what they feel and think really quickly.
Yeah.
I think as a survival mechanism.
Yeah.
So it was very obvious to me
Yeah.
what people thought.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense that you develop that, I guess, skill awareness out of that. It's so funny because like to me people like I remember in my high school someone told me like, hey, you're a bit aloof. And I'm like, huh?
Aloof.
What's aloof? And I searched it up. I was like, oh, I guess I am.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that word to describe you. I would say you're just like reserved.
Yeah, I like that better. See, that's why we can get along.
Yeah.
I think you're reserved and spaced out most of the time.
Yeah, see, yeah, I think the combination equals aloof.
Yeah, maybe it does.
Yeah, spaced out. So what's happening? I don't know.
Well, do you guys think a lot though, as creators? Do you guys?
Oh, I am a massive overthinker.
Yeah,
I
same.
am like diagnosed ADHD and with a laundry list of other things. But yeah, I have like I'm not like hyper ADHD like some people are. It's very internal. So I am like chronic overthinker. I struggle to sleep at night because my brain is
Do you have
always
anxiety
just
as well then?
oh, severe anxiety disorder.
Wait, so you have
diagnosed.
high functioning anxiety?
Yes.
Oh hi, what's up?
Oh, I think that's all of us.
Honestly.
Wait, that's not a thing to high five, guys.
It's like,
This is such
yay!
a bad thing to high five to.
Yes. Anxiety slave. No,
yeah.
it's fucked. It's really
Yeah.
fucked. I'm medicated for it as well.
Oh.
For both.
Mm.
And yeah, so like I have insomnia as well because of it. And it's literally just like I describe it as like a radio. My brain's like a radio with all the channels playing.
Yes.
And like when I'm asleep at night, it's pretty easy for me to fall asleep, like usually within 30 minutes with a proper wind down routine.
Yeah.
But then throughout the
important.
night, periodically, it's like someone's turning the volume up. And then all of a sudden I'm awake and I haven't realized how long I've been awake for. And my brain's just like, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Literally like, so then I have to get up and go to the bathroom and reset, go back to bed. But it'll be like 3 times plus in the night I wake up. Yeah, so last night wasn't so bad actually. The night before, oh my God, it was like every hour I was waking up.
Wow.
And it's just sometimes is worse than others.
That's
but-
tough, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like definitely
Yeah.
high functioning, messed up person.
No, don't say messed up. Just
Yeah, it's
not
rough.
messed up. Just you're working through.
I just got shit going on.
Don't we all?
Literally, don't we all? So
But it's funny you mentioned that overthinking, sleeping, because I feel like similar. I told you yesterday, like my brain like can't shut off unless I do the wind down thing.
yeah,
Because like last
Yesterday, I noticed him like
yeah,
when he came in. I'm
in the
like,
morning.
oh, yeah, he's agitated. I can tell straight away. Like he's
sensitive people you can
Yeah.
pick up on it.
Yeah, and then I needed like, I was like, and I only had like this much coffee because I know coffee physically will make me like. Duk, 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 duk.
Yes.
and that's why I was like wondering, what you want alcohol? Like he's asking, I'm gonna put some alcohol.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to chill.
Yeah, and then it just let me down a little bit. I was like, okay, I'm relaxed
Yeah.
now. But obviously, I can't rely on it. But I feel like knowing that.
And you got to be careful, people
Exactly.
with ADHD, because we're prone to like substance abuse.
Oh, like addictive
Yeah,
behaviors.
a lot of people with ADHD have addictive behaviors.
Maybe
Stuff.
I feel like that actually, on the positive side of that is like that makes us like obsess over songs. Because that
And
when we write
it can,
music,
it's like, yeah, it can be very.
Yeah.
So that's why you guys are artists.
Now you know. So we have to obsess over
We
something.
love the
Yeah, I
hyper
know.
focus.
Yeah, you need to like attach on something. Might as well attach on like songs.
This song is so
Yeah.
good, I need to finish it right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'll sit there for like, I think you probably know this feeling. Sit there for like, I don't know how long editing or singing, writing a song, and then it's like, wait, it's like 6 hours,
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, I haven't eaten. Oh, okay,
yeah.
and then you're like, okay,
Suddenly, I need to go to the bathroom.
yeah,
I literally haven't moved, and you're back, and your
Yeah, yeah.
legs,
You're
and you're like, fuck.
You're like fermenting in that one spot.
Yeah, no, seriously. Seriously.
But I think it's such a, I guess that's the positive side of it. Is like, we just need some outlet to have that trait on, and I'm glad that it's like for you, and I guess for me as well. I'm glad that it's onto music because then there's something that it's like super meaningful for us and also for other people to like apply that, I guess, trait to,
Yeah,
and then actually make stuff that's like cool.
yeah.
You know? I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think with that as well, like, what sort of messages do you get people like saying, like, "Oh, I like your song," and like, do the people share like cool things with you? Like,
Yeah, I've definitely had a lot of messages and stuff that's really surprised me. People who, like we said before, everybody's going through something. And I never write music with the expectation of this is going to be amazing for somebody. Like I literally very selfish when I create.
Yeah,
like it's stuff that I like. If I like it, it's being released. If I don't like it, it's not. And
You have to stand with it.
yeah, it's like I make music that I like, and that's literally it. So I'm never writing for somebody else. But yeah, I've definitely had messages where people are like, you know, oh, I can't fall asleep without listening to this song, or like, you know, your music's been there for me, you know, during this hard time, or this song means so much to me. I've been through a similar experience, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well,
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I noticed that in your UFO single and Sweet, you're using a lot of harmonic scale.
Yeah.
Is that a phase at the moment you're going through?
Well, it's like we use, I really like spooky sounds.
But it works.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't necessarily set out to use stuff like that. I think the one I use a lot is called like pentatonic minor or pentatonic
Pentatonic
scale
minor
something. But it's not like I'm actively like, oh, I want to write a song like this. It's just like whatever I think sounds good in the moment.
It comes out.
Yeah, and like because my voice, my singing voice is very, it's been described as very sweet, very angelic, very whatever. I love to contrast it with like more spooky or dark sounding things, like because I like that contrast. Because things can sound Disney really fast for me. So, and I love that. I'm a Disney girl, grew up in Disney, but that's not always the thing I'm trying to go for. So,
What? Wait, hang on. So, okay. So continuing on with that, what is your EP? What is the arc? What is that kind of arc you're in? What kind of story arc is it?
yeah, it's kind of just like embracing what makes me weird and different.
And
Yeah.
space.
So,
Well, how long have you been songwriting then?
Forever.
for a long time.
When did you start?
I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you. But the Chymes project started as a duo with my producer. But then like we got some online attention from Jungkook of BTS. He tweeted one of our songs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
at the end of 2018.
Oh wow.
And so we got a lot of online attention and he was like, ooh, that's not really for me. So we changed it to a solo female project. So we explain it as like it's a bit like Billie Eilish and Phineas.
Yeah.
So the project
cool.
is theirs.
That's cool.
And so the project is ours. So.
Has it Chimes? The word Chimes come about the name?
Oh, literally so uninteresting. We were going through my producer's old iTunes, and there was a Friendly Fires song called Chimes with an I. And we're like, what if we did that but put a Y? That was it.
See? I like that.
That was literally it.
I like that.
So many people have interesting stories, and I'm like, I literally don't.
Let's just get something up there.
No, seriously.
Get it done. Like,
Yeah.
High
There were-
functioning ADHD.
No, seriously.
High functioning anxiety.
Literally. And like I'm kind of glad that that's a story because like if it had some kind of meaning, I would have outgrown that meaning a long time ago. So
makes sense.
Yeah, so now it just kind of looks more like a label, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
That's cool.
Well, it's more flexible as well, I guess.
Yeah. Like
Okay, so
it's a name.
same question, but what arc? So you're releasing an EP soon.
Yes.
What is that arc in your? Or do you want to share? Or do you kind of want?
So the EP is called Baby, and so it's kind of like you're coming out of a cocoon.
being born.
Yeah, being born sort of thing. But think of that like emotionally, relationally. So it's sort of like finding yourself as well, but sort of like finding yourself for the first time again, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of theme arc. Yeah. Which is interesting.
And then what's your next arc?
Next arc is the baby grows up.
The teenage phase.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I think like theme wise it gets a bit more, it's sort of like the relationships develop more.
Do you already have it planned?
Yeah. So pretty much like this whole year stuff is planned. First half of next year is planned.
We're trying to figure out a live
Live?
show soon. Hopefully, maybe we can figure something out.
Yeah.
I'll find a venue. Don't worry. I'll figure something out.
This guy.
He's full of ideas.
Yeah. But okay,
Always.
that's a good point. Live, I haven't like done actually a lot of live. Have you? No, like.
Yeah, I've done all sorts of shows. Like I've done the festival show, you know, all sorts of stuff. I've performed to literally empty rooms. Like I feel like I've done it all.
Yeah. What's your favorite like style of live?
Oh,
Festival?
Yeah, but I feel like the songs that we performed were not really suited for a festival, like at the time. And also, I didn't have a lot of stage confidence. Like, I'm so much more confident in who I am now than I ever have been. So, yeah, but like my most recent show was my most favorite show. I was supporting a US artist called Leah Kate.
Oh, I
You
know
probably
that name.
know her.
I know that name.
She's everywhere on TikTok.
Yeah.
She's so awesome.
Yeah.
And so nice. So I supported her when she came to Sydney, and like she has really, really awesome fans. They really love her and support her, and they showed up for me as well, like in the sense of like, oh, the support act, like let's give her some love as well.
That's nice.
Which I really, really appreciated, and they were so nice, and like we're dancing and jamming and like learning the lyrics as I was singing them. Like it was just really nice, like very supportive, and within myself was very confident, like the most confident I've been performing.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking into the future now, as we like start to wrap up, is your EP's gonna come out soon?
Later this year, yeah.
Later this year. We don't know the date yet. We'll let you do the announcement when it's time.
Yeah.
Besides the EP, have you got anything else exciting coming up? Or because that's a big thing. EP. Release is your work.
Yeah.
Writing more.
Yeah, just writing a lot. I'm also like right now in a little bit of a recovery period from just all the excitement of having my first cut.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of tension within that, like when and how and like all this stuff, and then like it finally happens, and I feel like now like I'm like, oh, okay, I can just chill. Like I've proven to myself like I can actually do something really cool. So I'm just like taking on songs like as a writer. I'm taking on tracks that I really like. Just trying to be chill. I'm going back to Korea in September, so that'll be fun. And then at some point my EP. So
that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, I know we didn't have any of the food, but we'll finish
Let's
this
eat
later.
it right now. Let's have
you can have
one
it right
fun
now.
question. I'll
Go,
do one
go.
fun
Okay.
question. Okay. If you could pick a songwriter to write a song for you, who would it be? Anyone in the world.
Okay. I got it already.
You got it already. Okay.
Fucking
or even you can.
No.
Okay.
John Bellion. And Ryan Tedder.
Ryan Tedder.
The lead singer of One Republic.
Oh, okay.
I saw One Republic perform live last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were here last year. Yes.
Holy shit.
Pretty good.
Holy shit.
My friends went to that.
Entirely live band. And you know how a lot of artists, they might have a band as well as the backing track. And then in the backing track, there might also be support vocals.
Yeah. Nothing?
He just had everything.
I was like, this fucking guy is insane.
His voice is crazy.
He sounds phenomenal live. The entire thing is live. Like, it's just his fucking vocals. I think maybe in some tracks there's some, like, support vocals. But largely, holy shit, it blew my mind. I was like, hello, what's going on? And John Bellion, because I've loved him for years. And
such an underdog.
Underrated.
And you know what I love about him? He's so fucking weird and quirky and unique. And I can pick his songs straight away. Like when Jungkook's solo album came out, he's got like 3 songs on there. And I was like, Bing Bang Boom, he wrote those. Like I can tell his style straight away. Same with Ryan Tedder. Can pick it straight away.
Right, so what style is John Bellion's style in a nutshell? If you can explain it to the general public, how can you pick it up from everyone else?
It's like
that's a good one.
Electronic-y pop, but so quirky.
Yeah. He's very rhythmic with it.
Rhythm-wise? So rhythm-wise, it's very quirky.
And like even the melodies and stuff, it's pop, but like somewhere over here. You know what I mean? He's so cool and unique and I love rhythmical stuff. Like I grew up listening to Michael Jackson. I was obsessed with him. He was like my special interest for a long time. I used to watch his No, seriously. And I used to watch his number ones DVD on repeat. Repeat. So that's why I love also a lot of bass lines. starting with the bass,
Yeah.
rhythmical drums, rhythmical bass.
And
And then that's also ties in with a little bit with John Bellion and his style.
Yeah.
All that rhythmical stuff I
That's
love.
cool.
Oh my gosh, it's all clicking well now. Okay, yeah, I see where it's all coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
For me to write for me,
No, yeah, right for you.
oh,
What would you pick?
John Bellion's a good shout, actually. Very good shout. Yeah, John Bellion, but
yeah,
yeah, he's been taken. I think, Victoria Monet. Victoria Monet. Victoria Monet. She's
add question marks here.
really?
Yeah.
You don't know Victoria Monet?
Huh?
Look, I'm bad with names, but visually I'm a visual person rather than
She
a
looks
name
like a
person.
fucking goddess.
Yeah, she's like.
There's no other way to describe her. She was my number one. She was my
Where's
number
my
one
phone? Oh,
most
wait.
streamed artist last
Oh, really?
year. My number one.
Oh,
I cannot express how much I love her.
she's so good.
She's
Her own stuff and her writing, everything.
and she's actually written a lot with Ariana Grande. A lot of Ari's
Yes.
songs are written with Victoria.
Okay, okay.
And like once you start listening to Victoria's stuff, you'll be like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I can hear her in Ari's stuff.
Mm,
But she's so
yeah. Is that you know the song?
baby.
I don't listen to a lot of Ariana Grande. Sorry.
No,
No, that was Victoria Monet.
The what?
Victoria.
Or the
her
one
song.
that's like,
I'm trying to remember.
I wanna be a friend you can keep. F-U-C-K, yeah, friend you can keep. Or the one most recently called Alright. Alright, alright.
Play it on your phone.
Monopoly. Do you
Play it
know
on your phone.
Monopoly?
Play it on your phone. You gotta play it on your phone.
And you gotta
And
watch
then
the
maybe I
music
could just
video. You gotta watch the music video.
Her performing is really good as well.
Her music video for Alright was like, I loved it.
You're learning something new today.
No,
Victoria
because
Monet.
I'm like broadening
Oh,
my.
On My Mama. That was my number one song.
No, because I'm trying to listen to everything all I can and trying to look for new things.
This can go on your wine dine playlist.
Actually, not bad.
Yeah. Is this a top like number one song on her Spotify?
No, it's On My Mama.
Oh.
And literally all 120 million streams are fucking me. I'm like, this shit.
You don't know this?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing her.
Get it from her mama. I'ma say you fuck her right, body rude is unpolite. Don't be in the humble type.
Yeah,
Tell me
that
is you
flow
down?
is so Ariana because she wrote it probably.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Think we deserve it right.
So she builds up tension through basically
Really?
rhythm as
She's
well.
just
Really good.
She's
Yeah.
just really
Okay.
good.
She's so, like, I literally, if I ever saw her live, I'd just cry my heart out. I would. I have like a long history of being a fangirl.
I like that.
Really long history. So
I like that.
and I haven't felt my inner fangirl for years until her, and she's ignited it in me.
So will I be seeing a song at least somewhat inspired by John Bellion and Victoria? Will I be somewhat?
Oh,
you
that
know
would
what
be
I
cool
mean?
if you're
Never know.
Victoria Monet.
That'll be a very good challenge.
Yeah,
Right? If you
it's
guys
a good
could,
challenge. I
like,
need to use her
release a
concept.
song. Yeah,
feeling.
like just kind of her style and his style. You know, just kind of.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm trying to be inspired by him and also anybody every time I write something. So, yeah.
One day. Maybe they'll end up writing for your stuff. You never know.
It's on my bucket list to write with
Yeah.
John Bellion one day.
That would be crazy.
I know.
You have to like record everything.
Yeah.
This-
I would love to be a fly on the wall
Yeah,
while
yeah.
he's writing something.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen like bits and bobs that he's
Yeah,
posted online.
yeah.
And I'm like, he's so cool. I love him.
Have you not seen anything?
From what?
You
John
were
Bellion?
so
You've seen John
green.
No,
Bellion.
yeah, I've seen like
okay.
John Bellion
not
live.
Victoria.
That was great.
Oh, you saw
So
him
have I.
Yeah.
He was so good.
That was. Were you at the Sydney one?
Yeah. What venue was it?
What?
It was
I wasn't there.
It's the one in the city, right?
Metro?
Yeah, Metro Theatre.
yes.
So we probably just crossed paths somewhere.
Yeah,
We all
it's
missed
crazy.
each other. That's crazy.
That's Australia.
That's
Yeah,
Australia.
It's true.
In a nutshell.
It's
Yeah.
true. Anyway, on that note,
We gotta wrap it up.
we gotta wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
having
coming.
me.
And
Yay.
if you guys, I don't know when this episode will release, but if it's before her EP, please wait for her EP excitedly. If it's after the EP is released,
listen
Please
to it
listen
here.
to the
Here's the
EP.
link.
Yes.
Here's the link. Here's the imaginary
And
link.
like here's
Yeah.
a pre-save for something.
Oh yeah, if it's before, pre-save link will be
Pre-save
down at the
link.
bottom.
Yep.
But once again, this has been the second date. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna explain again the second date is because I feel like the first date is what happens when the audience listens to an artist's song for the first time, and the second date is when they decide, okay, I like this enough. Let's go on a second date. Check it out again.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so that's the meaning if you guys didn't know already. But yeah, that has been the second episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Habitat Studios. Thank you, Miss Sina.
Miss Sina in
Miss
Macville.
Sina.
Yeah,
Vegan
Mariko.
bakery, really good.
Yes. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Sigur. Thank you, Chymes.
Thank you, bud.
We
Thank
out.
you,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Alright, 하나, 둘, 셋.